Hello, I'm Dr. Barbara Swinney, your life and holistic leadership expert, founder and CEO of the Deeper Leader Institute for Personal and Professional Development, where true leadership starts with self-leadership. So, my number one secret for bouncing back stronger after a setback is to remember who you became after the last setback. I'll give you a second to write that down. Remember who you became after the last setback. Sometimes we get so overwhelmed and so overcome by what we're going through that we forget that we already went through. So you have to consciously remember your last win, consciously who you became, not the fact that you just got through it, but remember who you became as a result of it. So about 2 years ago, I owned a Toyota Camry. A Toyota Camry, I think it was a 2010. It had about 247,000 miles on it. And you guys know that Toyotas can last forever. And forever was how long I was planning to keep it. I was gonna drive it until the wheels fell off. However, I did not know that I was gonna be in it when the wheels fell off. I had met my friend for lunch and we were headed back home. She was actually trailing me on the highway. In the middle of the highway, the Toyota just petered out, just stopped in the middle of the highway at a high traffic time. Well, of course, I didn't know what to do. Now, I grew up the last of 10 children with 4 brothers and a daddy, all who were mechanics, so I thought I knew my way around a car. In fact, I had to change an alternator on my own car once. So I was thinking, well, with an alternator, it's not just gonna stop while you're driving. Well, that can't be the problem. It can't need a battery. What is it? I was just in the car, stalled in the middle of the highway. In my mind, I was trying to figure out what was going on with the car. A few minutes passed by and my friend called me in a panic. She was in a panic because we were stopped in the middle of the highway, high traffic time. And I was laughing hysterically. And I could tell that she was getting a little annoyed with me. I was irritating her a bit. She thought I was, maybe laughing because I was delirious, but really I was laughing because of my last setback. I was laughing because of who I had become through the last setback. You see, just a year before the stall on the highway, I had become stalled in my life. I had experienced the devastating destruction of a divorce. And I remember in a 6-month period of time, I had a major involuntary shift in my career. I went through a divorce. I sent my first child off to college. I bought a house. I sold a house. I had to adjust to this single mom lifestyle, and I opened this coaching business. So even though I was going through all of that, a beautiful, bold, and brilliant me emerged. So as I was sitting there in the middle of the highway, stalled in the middle of the highway, I was laughing because of who I had become as a result of the last setback. And what I realized, that the last setback wasn't a setback at all. It was a reset. Sometimes you gotta get stalled in order to reset, in order to recharge. Sometimes you gotta unplug the television. You know how you unplug the TV, it solves any problem, 10 seconds, wait for it, plug it back in and it works. You have to reset. So I did get a new car. I did reset, and I did accomplish my goal and my dream of driving that Camry until the wheels fell off. But I also learned another very valuable lesson from the Camry breaking down on the highway. Compared to my divorce, compared to the shift in my career, it was nothing. If I can get through that setback, I can get through a car breaking down on the expressway, because guess what? Once you've been through hell, girl, you ain't scared of fire. Once you've been through hell, you're no longer afraid of fire. So I want you to remember that the number one secret to bouncing back stronger after a setback is remember who you became after the last setback.